and welcome to NatFun, a live-recorded tabletop role-playing adventure game where the dice and a few friends tell the story. Thank you for joining us for episode 2 of When Thunder Rolls. My name is Jackie, and I'm your game master tonight. And I'm joined by a few friends. So let's roll into some introductions.
I'm Jeremy, and I'll be playing Raistlin.
I'm Dan, and I'll be playing Eldrin, and probably another character or two here.
My name's Erin, and I will be playing Edwina.
I am Matt, and I'll be playing Roland Nightingale for this adventure.
So tonight we are bringing back something we've done at our own home games, which is shoutouts. After each session, the players write down shoutouts to each other on our adventure Google Doc that we use to kind of track the adventure to highlight cool stuff that each other did in game. It's a fun way to support each other, mention cool character moments, and even earn GM inspiration. And instead of reading all of them aloud, we are going to roll for them live right now. And we're going to feature 2 shout-outs for you today from our last episode. The first shout-out we read will grant the recipient GM inspiration, and the second will grant the person who posted it GM inspiration. So, our first roll is a 5.
All right.
And that shout-out is from Matt to me.
Well, that would
I didn't realize you guys were doing GM inspirations. So in this instance, it will go to Matt.
Okay.
Because I can't be the recipient.
Well, that
You
was
guys want to give me GM inspiration.
well, that was because you put a lot of work into this, but that was for the world description, rolling it into the rolling intro, and the awesome games at the beginning to get us all warmed up. It was a lot of fun for us, although not a lot of fun for our characters.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, let's see. Next roll, please. That would be a 9.
This is another GM shout out.
Bring it.
So this one's coming from me to Jackie. I feel like this is Christmas, just like I got you a little something, made me think of you. I couldn't stop thinking about the different voices that we had, from the intro to the cracking puberty voice, and Beatrice.
That's her natural voice.
Yes. And I just thought it was awesome that you were able to juggle so many personalities.
Well, thank you. Thank you. That was fun.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing about that, because I was like, you went through a lot of voices and kept the characters pretty straight, where I would have been interchanging them immediately.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, we'll see how it sounds tonight, because week to week, those character voices don't feel nearly as fresh. I do feel like we should have a shout out that we do that is to another player. So we will read a third one tonight. It's not going to grant GM inspiration. So tonight we did get a GM inspiration for Matt and a GM inspiration for Erin. But I would like to read a third one. So I'm going to roll one more time. And that's going to be a 6. So Matt to Erin/Edwina.
Yep. The dog puppet and the stool smash for really putting the character together, just committing to it and building Edwina. I thought that was awesome. It's an interesting character, and knowing a little bit about, of course, more than others about the backstory because of our pairing, but it makes it a lot of fun, and it's made me smile, our interaction, but how you had to go into the room by yourself, it was really neat.
Thank you.
Woof.
All right, so we will do shout-outs at the beginning of each episode to be able to highlight each other and kind of have fun little callbacks to fun moments in the episode. But now we are going to do a quick synopsis of what happened last episode, and then we're going to roll into some NatFun. So last session, our players were plagued by rainy weather and slow travel, but all were able to make it to the Grand Manor in the town of Astrante just in time to report for the extremely profitable bounty they had all heard about. But once they got there, they realized so did a lot of other people too. They all signed in, waited, and were eventually called into a room to show off one of their randomly selected skills to a room full of nobles. All except one adventurer, that is, who was keeping a watchful eye from the balcony above. So we begin this session as Roland was escorted into the grand hall and an outburst occurred between two men on the upper balcony. A meticulously dressed and groomed nobleman resembling the large statue near the entrance hall, and an older elf man in robes. We cut to Raistlin, who hears them conversing briefly after the nobleman called down to the servant below to start the next challenge. And again, the only characters that know that are Roland and Raistlin, because you guys are all, the others are out of the room. But Raistlin is the only one that hears this kind of muffled conversation between the two men that had that little outburst, because he's up on that upper balcony. So, Raistlin, it is hard to pick up the full detail of what they're talking about, but there are some key words and sentences that you can kind of hear from where you're at, which is a little ways back from that particular platform.
I'm listening.
Yes, the council feels you must be here for appearances, but my research demands my attention. Your research will be there when this is concluded. Now sit, enjoy some food or drink. There are urgent matters to attend to, need I remind you? Ugh, you do not. You may take your leave. Go, be boring.
Can Roland see, because he can see the two men, can he see that the one is the large statue? Can he see if the other one is the smaller statue on the bench?
You can't, because this is the weird little like Scooby-Doo time travel-y thing that happens with this, is that the conversation that Raistlin just kind of heard, those couple sentences back and forth here and there before that person took their leave, that happened at the exact same time as the man in front of you, Roland, loudly raps the wooden cane on the floor that draws your attention.
Okay.
Not just your attention, but also the attention of your other contestants. So we have the contestants for this one are going to be Roland, Urgak Ironforge, the dwarf cleric, Sparrow Swiftfoot, the half-elf druid, and Ted, the human farmer.
Yo, Ted.
So, who are the other people playing for this game?
I will be Sparrow.
I'm Urgak.
Okay, I'll do Ted.
Sounds good. So the man in front of you, Roland, and the other contestants is pretty loud, but he definitely seems like he is extremely over this whole announcing situation. If you remember correctly, you were sitting around for quite a while after Edwina walked out. It's late. There's been a lot of groups coming in and out. My lord, my nobles, and my impatient and now absent superior archivist magistrate, you will be greatly missed. And at that moment, the upper balcony kind of breaks into chided laughter. Our next group of adventurers for your surveil. And the audience is kind of checked out at this point. He lifts up his arm. There is a cloth bag. He sticks his other hand in, shakes it around a bit, and pulls out a small slip of parchment and reads it aloud. This contest is in the form of a question. All contestants must recall information based on prompts. I hope you have a good memory. Oh, and don't forget to respond in the form of a question. This large crowd in the room was a bit more than any of you were expecting, and it does tend to stir the nerves a bit. So any information you thought you knew before walking into this room kind of seems hard to retrieve. You're going to have to dig deep to think of what to respond. And you can choose from Arcana, History, Religion, or Nature for those that are using a full character sheet. Otherwise, this is going to be intelligence rolls for those that are not. But you can only use each once. So if you do a nature check on the first question, you can't use nature again. You have to use one of those other categories, which again is Arcana, History, Religion, or Nature.
History, religion, nature. Okay.
Is everybody ready to go? I am so ready to get done.
Let's do it.
Roland bows deeply with a flourish and stands and smiles.
Sparrow sees this, and she curtsies. Yes.
Ted just kind of staring slack-jawed, looking around at this opulent place and this ridiculous event that he's now participating in.
Argak is just ready to get it done and says, yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Get it on.
My worst stats. Thank you.
To be fair, I made a
To
game
be fair,
for all 6 of the abilities, and you guys rolled randomly. And comedically, I think everyone kind of rolled for one of their worst pools of stats, like their dump stat for each person. But it was random.
Literally, I only have one stat worse. Only one out of every one of those stats. But that's pretty awesome. Okay, bring it.
The first response or answer depends on what you want. I don't really care anymore. A classification of creature that most commonly has dangerous hidden fangs. It can use to conceal and pump a deadly liquid into the body of its targets.
Oh, ding, ding. Or what? I think I know the answer.
So this is where it gets tricky. We're getting a little number crunchy. Everyone needs to roll to see if they can recall the knowledge that they think they know.
Oh no, she's a
Because
half-elf
everyone
druid.
Is
she does.
unnerved from what's going on in the room.
Okay.
That even though you might be an expert at something, you're not necessarily an expert of being on stage. So,
Okay. Roland rolled a natural 20 with his modifier of 1.
Ted rolled a 3, so -1, 2.
Argak rolled a 10.
And Sparrow got a 3.
so for those of you that rolled between 1 and 10, the only thing you can remember in this moment of kind of panic in front of all these people is, oh gosh, I know this. It's either my mother-in-law, a dead rat, or a griffin.
Or a horse, which was what my first thought was.
You guys can think of one of those to respond within a moment. For those of you that rolled, let's see. Oh, that covers all of you guys. The Nat 20, Roland, even though this is nerve-wracking, you've performed before. You've been in front of people. What do you do to kind of calm your nerves in that second?
I think back and I hum a little tune that my mother used to sing to me in the back of my head, and then I think back to some conversations I've heard in the court that I've heard smarter people than I have.
Roland, you recall it's a poisonous creature, although technically poisonous means if you ingest it, you are poisoned. The textbook should really say it is a venomous creature.
Mm-hmm.
And reinsert role-playing.
Oh, I think I know. Oh shoot, I forgot. No. What is a dead rat?
Interesting. Next.
It's what is the little, they're like ants and they bite you. It hurts a lot. Sometimes it causes swelling.
Okay. Anybody else?
This one's easy. What is my mother-in-law?
And you hear laughter erupt on the upper balcony.
That wasn't a joke.
What is a venomous creature? Although I don't disagree with my comrade over here, sometimes I would say a politician at times.
Ah, that is the correct answer. Thank you. Very, very good. What's your name again?
Roland.
Aha! Ronald got it right. And you hear golf claps on the upper balcony. You all have amazing memories. Next answer is, this person is often referred to as the most amazing, smart, and greatest ruler of all time.
I'm gonna bomb this. Yep.
What'd you guys get?
Sparrow got a 9, which is going to be a 9.
Well, Ted went ahead and rolled a 17.
Roland rolled an 8. Although I know the answer, but
Raistlin rolled a 14.
So, for those of you that rolled under a 10, the only thing that you can think of in this moment is, oh gosh, it's either my mother-in-law, a dead rat, or a griffin. For those of you that rolled between 11 and 15, so it looks like that is just Urgak. It's got to be the Magistrate, Sir Rimsley, or the King of Endor.
Sir Rimsley. I like that.
And then for those of you that rolled 15 to 20, obviously it's either Lord Andario or Miss Beatrice. So once again, this person is often referred to as the most amazing, smart, and greatest ruler of all time.
Ted shouts out, Lord Andario.
And
He's the guy up there. He's over there.
and as you point, he goes, aha! And he starts clapping for himself, and then claps kind of go around the whole balcony.
oh, I thought it was something about a griffin. I'm pretty sure there was something about a
what
griffin.
Pretty
sure. I'm pretty sure.
No,
on
you're
this.
both wrong as well. You've been saying it all night.
Lord Rimja.
Who is my mother-in-law?
Rimza.
For sure this time.
I can't make any names that are safe, apparently. I thought we'd get further in than 2 episodes, but guess
There's
not.
your PG-13 rating.
Yeah.
Why is Lord Andario?
Oh. On first.
Ah, many of you got that one right. Who is Lord Andario? And he turns around and raises his hands, and golf claps around the whole balcony. And now we come to our final answer. This woeful creature is eternally trapped in a spiritual form, most often in the form of a female elf.
Fun.
Oh, thank God.
Ted
NatFun.
rolled a 20, and that 20, so technically 19, I guess, because he's going to take one off, but there you go.
Raistlin rolled a 16, which is going to be a 16.
Roland rolled a fabulous 5.
I will remind you, you guys do have GM inspiration. You can use it any time to re-roll a dice.
You know what? Yeah, why the hell not? Let's try this one last time. It's probably gonna be a 4, but let's try it one more time.
Come
Let's
on,
just burn
one.
it up.
Come on, one.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Let me re-roll this Arcana check with my modifier of 1 and see what we get. That would be a 17 for Roland.
Damn.
Nicely done.
Nice. Okay, so for those of you that rolled under a 10, the only thing you can remember in this moment is, oh gosh, it's either my mother-in-law, a dead rat, or a griffin. That's apparently where your brain goes when you can't think of anything else. For those of you that rolled between 15 and 20, obviously it's a harpy, or a banshee, or a ghost. And Ted, even though Ted rolled technically a 19, it was a nat 20. So I'm going to give Ted the 20. And that DC is, it's a banshee. They are formed from the spirit of a female elf and usually haunt the location of their death for eternity. Once again, the answer is this woeful creature is eternally trapped in spiritual form, most often in the form of a female elf. How do you respond?
Oh, I know this one. It's a banshee. I know this because I've got these magazines they sell at the market, but they're back behind the register. They're covered up, but they're very tasteful, and I've seen them in there. Very nice.
Aha! Anybody else?
I think you're wrong. I think it's what is a ghost.
I should really call my mother-in-law.
And you hear giggles on the upper balcony and a few claps here and there. And you, the man with the flourish?
Well, my smart friend over here definitely tipped his hat towards the right thoughts. You know, I was already in the right way, and he already took my thunder, but that is the answer. What is a banshee?
Aha! We have some smarties down here.
You've seen the magazines too? Yeah.
No, I'm just brilliant, but you spoke first.
Ah, brilliant and humble, two great traits in an adventurer. Okay, that brings us to the end of this game. So, does anybody have anything else you wish to add to aid in your recruitment before you are escorted out? And we can continue with our lives, because this was not a waste of time at all.
Remember that charm, flair, and talent goes far. And they're all here.
Yeah, what he said. That's same for me.
Pointing is rude.
Especially
Sticking up
when
both his
you're
hands out,
missing
just-
a hand.
Oh, not this guy. This is Ted. He has both his hands, so he's pointing his fingers all in his face right now.
You should
I was
watch.
just picturing you pointing a nub.
And you, dwarf, do you have anything else you wish to say? Or are you ready to end this misery as well? Or is it just me?
Yeah, I'm ready to be done with it.
I like this one. So after those of you that wanted to made statements to embolden your case, you turn around, you walk back out to the hallway you were sitting in for oh so long, and the doors close behind you.
Roland looks to see if his hiney print is worn into the wood where he had sat for hours and hours and hours.
Oh, Roland, how did you do? Did they make you tell a story? This is Edwina.
They made me answer questions and silly remember things, which is not my favorite things. I wish I'd told this story. But I told some stories nonetheless.
I wish you would have told the stories too.
Me too.
That would have been so much better than me telling the stories. I don't think they liked my stories at all.
It's alright. I heard you smash things. You did fine.
Well, you said if it was complicated, hit it, and so that's what I did.
Yeah. Well, that man seemed to figure it out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Looking around, is there anybody from... I mean, is everybody sitting in the hall still?
You notice that quite a few people have left. Even in the time that you were waiting to go in, it went from a loud group that you could hear echoing in the hallway to less and less as some people just got fed up with the whole situation. There's still quite a few sitting and waiting, but there's even less than when you went into the room. And now we're going to cut back to Raistlin. As you watch this last group of adventurers escorted out, you notice Lord Francis stands from his throne, opens his arms wide, and announces, "My nobles, I thank you for coming to our festivities today. You may stay as long as you'd like, but I must attend to matters of state. I bid you all adieu for now." And right before he departs, Lord Francis catches your gaze and nods, kind of awkwardly, but you get the drift. The day is finally over. Now to the deliberations. This can only go well. You see he leaves quickly. You are able to see the door that you need to go through to meet him back at his study, which is the same place you had met a few days prior.
I'm headed that way.
You walk into the room, you see the same large oversized table, there's a large map on the wall, there's an extremely comfortable chair behind the desk where he is already leaning because he's been sitting for quite a while. He's going to stand for a bit, and there's a couple of chairs on the opposite side of the desk for you. But as soon as you hit those doors, thump, thump, they open a little bit. Ah, Raistlin, what did you think? It was a glorious spectacle, was it not?
Yeah, it was great. I don't know how much of that was really relevant to what we're looking to do here, but anyway, let's figure out who's coming.
I'm glad you thought it was great. I thought it was great too. Beatrice did such a great job, didn't she?
Beatrice always does a great job.
She does. So, did anyone catch your eye?
Ted.
Yeah,
Ted,
I would
Ted.
say that
You hear chanting from outside the doors. Ted, 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 Ted.
I would say there's two that I'm interested in, and I think that means there has to be three.
Okay. Let's do something fun. Let's say the names of the first person at the same time, okay? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ravenia. Who did you say?
Actually, I was
I only
thinking
heard
of-
myself say Ravenia. She was so funny.
I was thinking of Eldrin because he has, well, I think his constitution is going to give him a little more survivability.
He recovered from that pie eating incident.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair, that's fair. Okay. Second one. On the count of 3. No, the count of 5. Let's keep it more interesting. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ravenia.
I just wanted to see who you said. I like her too.
I'm thinking Edwina because we need the smashing. I think that the brute strength and smashing ability could go a long way, and I think that means that this Roland guy has to come along as well.
Congrats on being the third wheel.
Just like real life. Just like real life.
Okay. So, you think Eldrin
The one-armed bandit.
and Edwina and Roland, they come as a pair? Well, she did mention someone's name. Ronald Rodney Ripley. No, not Ravenia. Maybe it was Roland, I don't know. All the names are so drab, you know?
Well, from what I saw of them in the hallway, when I was sort of keeping an eye on everyone, getting a little preemptive glance, it seems like one doesn't go anywhere without the other. Now, don't get me wrong, I think that Roland has his own benefits. He's clearly an intelligent person. But I think the smashing might be more beneficial.
And again, you hear that Ted out in the hallway.
Red shirt Ted. Red shirt Ted.
You know, there is one more that I particularly like. I just want to see if you think it's a good one. Remember that that roguish fellow that climbed into the box? Elduin? He turned down the court jester, which is so disappointing, because I really liked him.
Forgot about him.
Your face reads otherwise, Raistlin. I'm being serious. Can't you hear how serious I am right now?
I really think we need to figure out a way to bring Ted along on this adventure. And I think that Ted should turn out to be the unsung hero of the entire thing.
Ted saves everyone. He's the cleric that keeps us all from dying.
What a twist that would be.
He's a farmer. What skills does he have?
Says the not farmer, Dan.
Judge much?
I did like Ted. I did not expect very much from a farmer. They're not the brightest in the bunch, but we seem surprisingly well spoken. We'll keep him on the short list. If your first picks don't come back, maybe Ted can tag along for the next try.
Banana.
Well, I think I have my team picked out. Aldrin, Edwina, Roland, and Ted.
Fifth wheel.
Well, and Raistlin, I obviously trust your opinion, your judgment, but you know who else needs to weigh in here? Kodo! Kodo, who do you like? Do you like those picks? Oh, I can't speak wolf. Let me get Princess. And he pats his leg. Princess, come here. And Raistlin, you hear a little bell jingle from behind his desk. And it's just as unnerving now as it was the first time, as you watch a large cat with multiple tails, with spikes on the end, and little pink bows and bells tied around their tail, their collar, and the tips of both of their ears, as a displacer beast stands up, stretches, and trots right on up to Lord Francis, licks his hand, and he starts stroking her head. Princess, ask Kodo if he likes the same picks as Raistlin here. She looks up at him. She looks at you, Raistlin.
Kodo is not generally a skittish or in any way intimidated wolf. But he is going to kind of slip behind my legs. It's one of those ideas that I don't have to outrun the displacer beast. I just have to outrun you.
That's some loyalty right there.
Right? And Raistlin is going to look at Lord Pompadour and say, we are generally pretty much on the same page. I think Kodo is on board.
Ah, I didn't even need Princess to tell me that. Okay. And he finally sits down in his chair. Princess, you can go. He grabs his legs as he sits down and stretches and then waves his hand, and she walks over, kind of paws at the cushy bed, kneading it for a ridiculously long time. Then stretches before she lays down.
Meanwhile, Raistlin is kind of looking at Princess out of the corner of his eye and thinking, one of these days, she is going to kill that dude.
And she starts licking one of her paws and then using it to smush her face a bit, and then licking her other paw, and she smushes the other face and just starts grooming herself on the bed, just like a small house cat would do. It's just a displacer beast.
The other face.
Okay, so you have your picks. You're confident? You're ready to make the announcement?
I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be.
Okay, he grabs a quill, piece of parchment, and he writes down, and as he says it out loud as he's writing, so it's really slow. Eldrun Edwina Roland. And you can
Oh, you got it right this time.
and you can still hear Ted, like come up again. Are you sure you don't want to bring Ted along now?
He does seem to be the crowd favorite.
That's it. Drop Eldrin from this thing. I'll play Ted the rest of the time.
I was gonna
Okay,
offer.
okay. I
see
heard
what
your
happens with
picks. I'll
Edwina
stop trying
unhinged.
to change your mind. Okay. He takes the piece of paper. Here, take this list to Nessie. She will need them for the official records. And also, he opens a small drawer on his desk and takes out 3 embroidered armbands, and they're embroidered with the seal of the town of Astrante on it. It's just like the armband that you wear. These will get your selected champions in and out of the Grand District as my guests, just like yours has. Now, mind you, they don't grant you free access to the manor or lodgings. That's all up to you to figure out. Any questions? No? Okay, let's go tell them. I have another event to attend. Ah ha ha! And he stands up and just walks right past you.
Well, with that, I'm gonna take my little armbands and go see a lady about some stuff.
Once you walk out of his study, you're on the upper platform in that grand entrance room where you first came in, where it has the big statue and the staircases going around the edges of this circular room. And he's going to say, okay, are you ready? Take this list over to Nessie. She's right down there at the table. I'm going to call out the names. I'll meet you back up here. We'll rendezvous back on the balcony. Rendezvous. Rendezvous. I love that word, rendezvous. It's so fancy. I'll meet you back here, Raistlin.
Raistlin is going to take the piece of paper and walk it over to Bessie and present it in a way that she will hopefully find appropriate. Sort of a Roland-esque flourish.
As I say, and what does Raistlin think Nessie would need to have it be an appropriate paper handoff? Like, now I'm curious. You can't tell me that much and not, like, actually let me have a sample of the delicious dessert that you're preparing.
Well, I did. It's a Roland-esque flourish. It's arms pinwheeling around each other, ending in the piece of paper appearing in front of her.
Nice,
Because
nice.
she's fancy. Don't take that away from her.
So Nestie's got her head down. She's kind of flipping over papers and making a stack over here and double checking spelling. But Beatrice is sitting in the chair next to her, and so she kind of taps her little clipboard on the table. Nessie?
What? Oh, is this for me?
It is for you. This is the list of people that are coming with me. If you could, or would, kindly, I guess, gather them up for me.
Sounds good. I can do that.
And she starts to scoot the chair back, and you actually see someone kind of come through the doors in a little bit of a huff, and they're like, shaking stuff off their shoulders. And it's a tall half-orc woman. She's got blonde hair into pigtail braids, and she walks right up to Nessie. She goes, "Good day. My name's Melanie. I am an adventurer. Am I here in time for the bounty selection?" And Nessie just looks her up and down.
We're all done. Thank you. You can leave.
That is fair. I am new to adventuring. But life is an adventure, and I'm sure I'll find another one.
Nessie sounds
day.
like she needs to lay off the cigarettes.
And Melanie turns around and walks right back out the door. And Beatrice hears you mumble that and says, yeah, I don't know where it comes from. Who knows? Anyways, we'll take care of this. Thank you, Raistlin. And she leans over to Nessie. I can read the names if you'd like.
If you want to, that's fine. My throat's a little bit verklempt right now. That would be advisable.
Thank you, Nessie. Yes.
Get her a lozenge.
So Beatrice takes the clipboard and turns around and walks a little ways. And this is when you see Lord Francis come down the stairs and join her elbow to elbow. And they walk forward. And I'm sure that Raistlin would have caught this. Beatrice rolls her eyes when she sees Lord Francis coming down the stairs. And she raises up the clipboard. And he goes, aha! Everyone here! I humbly thank you all for coming. We have seen many talents today, and it was quite entertaining. And then Beatrice kind of clears her throat loudly. Lord Francis. Ah, the skills you showed us were tremendous, and all of you are deserving of great adventures. And he kind of leans and looks at her, and she nods her head. But only a few can be the caliber that we need today. He kind of motions his hand towards Beatrice and says, those who are called can meet me on the upper balcony in the grand entrance. The rest of you may go and collect a coin on your way out for your time. Ta-ta now! And he just turns around and walks back up the stairs. That was his piece.
Roland, another coin.
So everyone is going to get a coin except for Edwina.
Maybe. I didn't say what kind of coin.
Mm-hmm.
So Beatrice takes her clipboard. Everyone, attention please. Yes. If your name is not called, you are asked to leave the premises. You may remain in town to be called upon if these that we call don't succeed. And you can collect a silver coin on your way out for your time and troubles. Yes, thank you. First we have, Eldrin. I don't see a last name. Eldrin, are you here?
Present. He'll come up and introduce himself. I'm Eldrin. I would happily join this adventure.
Great. Up the stairs. Yes. Next name on the list is, Ronald. No. Remus. No. This is so smudged. It's a bird. Nightingale. Oh! Roland Nightingale.
Roland stands, but doesn't walk very far. Any other names on that list?
Oh, yes. Edwina, Appleton?
Yes, that's me. And she pounds Roland on the shoulder. We
Ow.
got it. We did
Good
it.
Lord. Oh, jeez. Not
I've heard
gentle,
they've got good
gentle.
wings there. Or is that Oh, that's Applebee's. Never mind.
Same. Oh, jeez, you threw up my shoulder. All right. Let's get this show on the road.
And that is all the names for today.
Roland
Please leave. We'll give you a silver coin at the
gingerly
door. I'll meet
behind
everyone there. Yes.
Edwina to make sure no lettuce, tomatoes, or knives hit him.
You hear Ted shout, "This is horse shit!" and he throws his hat on the floor, storms halfway down the hall, goes back, picks up his hat, heads to the door to grab a coin.
That was pretty good.
I like how you made sure to say he goes back and picks up the hat. I think you're getting really invested in Ted. Like, if Ted doesn't resurface in your character profile of this game, it's going to happen at this point. I'm picking up a vibe.
Roland even is a little impressed by Ted. Honestly, Roland had a little... And Roland doesn't like anybody.
Are you smitten, Roland? Smitten with Ted? Oh. All right, so to the balcony.
To the balcony.
Hello, is this thing on? Yes? Hello, I am Beatrice, the extremely busy event planner for Lord Andario and the Grand Manor. I see on my list here that you may not have left us a rating or review yet. If you are enjoying yourself, may I ask that you do so on your favorite podcast listening platform? Yes? It really does help other people find the show. Oh dear, I must go take care of that. An event planner's job never ends. Yes? Yes, so as Eldrin, Roland, and Edwina get up and start to walk towards the balcony, Beatrice kind of points and tries to lead everyone like a general direction of where they need to go. You see that the guards stand up and actually kind of step behind you and create like a nice little funnel to the door. So you guys are able to go up onto the balcony no problem, and everyone else is kind of, man, I wasted a whole day. I can't believe they made me eat a 1,000-year-old egg. They threw feathers on me. I don't even know why. Just, you're hearing the most random things muttered between everyone as they just begrudgingly go back out the door.
Although he is begrudging, Roland will take, and once the crowd has moved on, as they go to the stairs, he will take a more front and center approach, stand straight, smile, and turn the charm to 11. Begin the march.
As you walk up the stairs, you see a couple figures standing there. You see Raistlin, which if you want to do another brief description of yourself, Jeremy. Sorry, a brief description of Raistlin.
How funny would it be if I just described myself?
It's Ted.
I'm sitting in my office chair and got glasses on.
In my underwear, no socks.
Hey, now.
Sorry, I derailed us on that one.
Sorry.
But as you walk up the stairs, you see two figures standing at the top of the stairs. One of them is a hooded man, Raistlin. Next to him is a black wolf. And kind of front and center, because his clothes are so flashy, you see a light blue, heavily embroidered in gold thread jacket. You see very puffy, ornate pants. You see big, fluffy sleeves coming out of the jacket. And you see a man that looks strikingly similar to the massive statue that you're slowly ascending as you walk up these stairs and circle around it. With the large pompadour hair, the pointed mustache, the long pointed goatee. And as you get up to the top couple stairs, my champions! I am Lord Francis Andario. Thank you for coming. You all demonstrated skills that impressed myself and my associate here. This is Raistlin. He will be your main contact for this bounty. The village requiring your help is about a day's travel north on the main road. The village is called Kinesburn.
Kinesburn.
There are many other villages along the route. If you require rest, I've been hearing complaints about travel in rain and mud and takes longer than normal. I don't know, but there's adequate places to go, I'm sure. If you come back victorious, I will have more tasks and coin waiting for you when you return. You should be able to get anything else you need in town, but be sure to report to me immediately when you get back. Immediately, no exceptions. And now I have another event to attend, but I can't wait to hear the regalia of your great success. We'll rendezvous then. Ta-ta! And he turns around and walks across the upper balcony and off into another room.
And Roland had a big spiel and a charming quip and hand in the air and smile, and the whole thing goes out of his head, and he damn near gives him the finger before he goes, and he clenches it and smiles and puts his hand in his pocket and turns to Raistlin and says, "How can we help you?"
Feel free to express your whatever you might be feeling towards Lord Francis. It is not going to bother me in any way, shape, or form.
It's fine. I need to
But
stay in
I
the
think
good
we should
graces
start
of
heading towards...
His Grace.
Wait. Edwina's gonna stop. Is that your dog?
Oh, God. Oh, boy.
It is my dog, yes. Well, it is my wolf.
I have a dog. And she's gonna pull out the puppet from her challenge.
Oh,
This is Fluffy.
no.
Can he say hello? He's friendly,
Where did you
I
get
promise.
that?
Lord... The Lord guy gave it to me, kind of, sort of. It was in a box, and I got to pick it, and he's my friend now.
Fair enough.
Do you want to say hi, Roland? You can say hi first.
No, not even a little bit.
And what's your puppy's name? This is Fluffy.
My puppy's name is Kodo, and I don't know for sure that he won't tear up your puppet.
Let's.
No, puppy.
Puppy.
Don't say it wrong.
Sorry, my mistake.
Thank you.
Let's keep.
Well, Kodo, you're such a good
let's-
boy.
let's keep
aren't
our
you? You're
hands
such a
inside
good
the car.
boy. And Weena's like, nope, I gotta pet the fluffy dog. So she bends down and she pets him between the ears. Good boy, Kodo. Good boy.
Kodo
Animal
is going to
handling
make
check.
a lunge for the puppy.
First rage coming online.
What'd you say, Jeremy?
Kodo is going to make
Eldred.
Boy.
a lunge for the puppy.
Oh, no. This is my puppy. You can play with him later. He's a little shy right now, and she's gonna just tuck it into her belt loop.
Eldred's gonna kind of walk past Raistlin and be like, "You picked her?" And just head past.
She smashes stuff. It might come in handy.
Oh, yeah, it comes in handy a lot. Just ask Roland. Sometimes when things get complicated, you just hit them and everything works out.
Oh, it
Nickel.
works out. Okay.
Well, I think we should
So-
start headed towards Kynesburn. And
Okay.
see if we can make Lord Andario a happy man.
It's quite late right
As-
now, so should we set up here for the... Oh no, actually he said we can't stay here, but we're welcome to find our own lodging. That was what he told us. Oh no, that's
Well,
what he
we could
told you. We don't
certainly
know
find
this.
an inn in town.
Meadow. Well, before we yonder walk, can you give us any more detail than farmers, a problem, and a day's walk?
Don't forget the 2,000 gold.
There is that. Look at you, my little transcriptionist.
I remember things sometimes, Roland.
If only we could fill in the gap.
You said that the gold was the only thing that mattered.
No, there is
Helping people was just maybe a bonus. But if we didn't help anybody, the gold was all that
that. No,
mattered.
that is true. I meant the other gap, dear.
Oh. There's another gap?
Our sweet apple here has a little memory gap, so we're trying to fill in the pieces.
Well, all I can say is that I would agree that the 2,000 gold pieces should be plenty of reason. But I will say that, like he said, there are some farmers that are having some issues with things being damaged and things being taken, and in order to, I think, help smooth things out economically with, the farming and whatnot, he wants us to go up there and try to settle things down a little bit. I don't really know a whole lot more than you do.
Eldon will ask, how did you meet Lord Andario? Have you known him long?
It's less him than his dad. I've done a number of jobs for his dad over the years, gathering things and, just little missions to acquire certain items for him. This guy, unfortunately, came with the deal.
Are we anticipating much resistance? A group of bandits causing issue, or creatures in the area causing issue?
From what I understand, it sounds more like a creature than bandits, but I don't think it's anything that we wouldn't be equipped to handle. But if need be, we could certainly stop
Ron looks
by
at his
and
shiny boots and he goes, I don't know.
we could certainly stop by and freshen up our supplies if we need to.
They still open? After this fine interview process.
Well, we are planning to stay somewhere overnight, so I would imagine bright and early in the morning they'll be open.
All right. What do you recommend in this, well, I actually would have to say fine city. And I don't mean that sarcastically for once.
I just need something inexpensive.
Right, and there is a pub in town that a friend of mine runs, and I'm sure that he can find some accommodations. If he doesn't have them, I'm sure he knows who does.
All right.
I like where that's going.
Is this pub a single story?
Probably not, dear, but we'll make sure you don't get a window room. How's that?
I like that plan. I like
Give
that
her a
plan
cellar
lot.
room.
Are you
She'll get
worried
even
about
better.
falling out of the window or off of the balcony?
It's happened before.
That's kind of where the notebook starts for poor Edwina.
We'll get
Shortly
you a
before I met
seatbelt.
her, that's... and an apple cider.
We'll strap you down to the bed.
Ooh, I like it. Let's go. This is going in a different direction. I don't know if I like that plan.
Well, it's just you and Roland and the puppy in the room, I would imagine.
Oh,
Okay, I like the plan now.
we don't usually live together, but it's probably for the best in a new place.
Roland's like, oh man. Did you have to say that?
It's probably cheaper at this point. Whatever. Let's go to this pub. Let us find this place and do these things and get this over with. Not
Tally-ho.
my goal. Hi-ho. With all the cheer that I can spare. And my friend Eldrin, was it?
Yes.
Is there anything we can do to help you in this situation? You look worse
Miserable.
for wear, my friend.
You look a little shaggier than Fluffy here. And she pats the puppet in her belt.
I'll be a lot happier with that gold in my pocket.
We all will.
I don't know. I'm pretty happy. I got my bestest friend right here.
Not sure if you're talking about the dog or me at this particular moment.
I think they're both her pet.
I can have two best friends.
And as you are talking back and forth, you hear feet coming up the steps, and Beatrice comes over. Are you ready to depart?
Yes, so much.
Yes, yes. That's what she said, right?
Great, yes, yes. And she holds her hand out and gestures down the stairwell.
Raistlin, lead the way. Let us move this train of misfit toys down the road.
Well, we're gonna head out. We're gonna head out to head to the pub.
Sounds good. You're able to walk out. You see none of the adventurers that were all in that hallway are there anymore. They cleared out quick. They were probably quite annoyed with the whole process and not being selected. Or maybe guards made them go, but don't see anyone hanging out in the castle court or the manor courtyard or anything. You're able to walk through the Grand District, and Raistlin, you kind of feel a tightness on your arm, and you remember, there's this stupid thing I've got on my arm, gosh, and you look down and you see that you have this kind of armband on that has embroidery that has the seal of Astrante on it. And you recall Lord Francis handed you 3 additional armbands.
I did actually forget about that. Well, look, guys, on this adventure that we're about to set off on, this journey, if you will, I think we're going to need these so that nobody gets the wrong impression. That way everybody knows that we're official and nobody will mess around and start handing out the armbands to everyone.
Okay. And this has got the seal on it, and so we wear this to be, air quotes, official? Roland asks, does this give us authority, power, free place to stay, meals, power, women? What do we get here?
Roland, don't be such a Nance. Put it on. We're part of a club now.
I thought you hit things with a club.
No. This is a fun club, like a wine club.
Wine club.
I don't know that we get any freebies out of this, but it will keep. I would hope it will keep any authorities from interfering with our task.
All right, that I like. I'll slide it on my left arm, up above the elbow there, and
I'll try to do the same.
clashes with my outfit, but fine.
Does it even fit Edwina's arm? Or is it more like a wristlet?
It's elastic.
It's got
magic.
Yeah, we'll give it a little tug and pull there. We'll get pull it on there. Gotcha.
Medieval elastic.
Oh, it's snug.
Yeah. We may have to sew this back on if we have an incident, but we'll deal with that later.
And you are all able to get your armbands on either your arm or your wrist, either or. And you continue through the Grand District back to the entrance gates. And you guys didn't really realize how long you were inside, but it is night now, and likely late by how dark it is. The rain has subsided. It's still not raining like it was right when you guys made it into town, but a thick, cold fog hangs in the air. And before you make it all the way to the gate of the Grand District into the actual town itself, you hear a growling sound from behind you.
Well, that's not good.
And I rolled a 3, which means Eldrin had kind of fallen back in the group a little bit, wasn't really leading the pack or sitting in the middle.
See you later, Eldrin. Bring on Ted.
Eldrin is really, really hungry, and his stomach.
I thought we were about to be attacked.
Yeah, guys, I could probably use a quick bite.
Even after all that pie?
What's that?
It's been a while since I've had something to eat, so we can hurry up and get somewhere.
We will. Let's get to the pub. I don't need your food making me shoot you with an arrow by accident.
You are able to navigate to the gates of the Grand District. One of the guards recognizes your armbands and says,
Don't lose those.
they grant you access to the Grand District. You can't get back in without them.
Raistlin's
Good
going
day.
to look over at Roland and say, well, there you go. Does that answer your question?
Wow. All of the wonders of the world at my fingertips. Thank you, sir. I appreciate this.
You're able to make it through the town, and you see it's not nearly as bustling anymore as it was earlier because it's really late. Most of the lights at the businesses are closed. You do see some candlelight in the second story of a lot of these small businesses where it's a residence up above. And Raistlin is able to lead you straight to the Raven's Foot Inn and Tavern. You walk in, and it's seated on the corner. So this intersection of two
Thought you were gonna
streets.
say
So it is
it's
a
seedy.
slightly larger. It is on the corner at the intersection of these two streets, and it is a little bit larger abode than some of the others because of that location. But it is definitely bigger on the inside than you expected from what it looked like on the outside. And when you step through, it's a very rustic feel. It definitely has wood floors, a lot of wood paneling. It does have some furs hung on the wall, but it is twice as long in the building space itself than what you thought it was. And it looks like this was two buildings that have actually now been renovated to be one large business. And there's quite a few people here. A lot of them are the adventurers that were probably sitting with you. You recognize a couple of them here and there. They got here first. You notice there's almost every single table is taken. There is one group that is kind of drunkenly getting up and putting some coin on the table and starting to stumble towards the door as you all walk in. And you see a couple of barmaids quickly going around from spot to spot.
Edwina, table.
You got it. She's going to go up to one that looks like it has a couple of smaller adventurers at it.
No, the empty.
Oh, the empty one. Okay, gotcha. And she just flops
We don't
down
need to
to the
fight
empty
early.
chair.
Later. Leave him alone. Oh, later.
You have to choose your words carefully with this one, I see.
Instructions unclear.
You're able to sit down at the empty table, no problem.
Simple instructions, but she's sweet as can be to a fault. Till she's not.
You're not seated very long until an older woman comes up to you. It's a human woman. She's a little bit on the short side. She has very light gray hair pulled into a tight bun, and she's got a little apron on. Oh, hello there, dearie. Would you like to order anything? Oh, Raistlin. That's your name, right? You're back.
Can I order a time machine?
Do you want the same room? I did add an extra quilt for Kodo.
Yes, I'll take the same room because I believe we are going to have a rest before we head out of town.
Sounds good. Did you want any other rooms for the rest of you?
Sure.
Yeah, do you have a large double room?
We have rooms with 2 small beds, if that's what you're asking.
How small are the beds?
I mean, we can try and slide them together if you need a larger bed for the 2 of you.
No.
No. I'm tall.
I think
Is
what
it
she's
gonna be for
asking is
me?
if she will fit on one of the beds.
Yeah, she... Is she
I
gonna...
don't know, dearie. Would you like a room or not? We have a lot of people here. I'm happy to get you a room before
Just give
anyone
me
else
a room.
for
She can hang her
Raistlin,
feet
but
over the edge, and we'll figure it out. How much is a room?
I've slept in worse places.
You have any single beds available, or only the double beds?
I'm sure we can find something that'll work for you.
just looking for something that's inexpensive.
Well, if you're willing to wash some dishes, you can have a room on the house.
That sounds like fun. Roland, can I wash dishes?
If you're paying for my room too, sure. No.
I'll wash some dishes.
No. We'll buy the room. It's just gonna be cheaper. It's just gonna be cheaper. It really is.
Okay. Edwina had stood up all excited, and then he says that, and it's like, oh yeah, that's right.
It's just gonna be
Broken plates.
Yeah. You know what, buddy? Would you like a room? You can pay me back.
I'll wash some dishes.
You sure?
Don't mind.
I'm not very nice very
He's gonna
often.
have all the fun.
And as you turn from talking to Edwina to talking to Eldrin, what instrument do you play, Roland?
Lute and flute generally.
And are either of those visible on your person normally?
The lute is very visible, with my cloak pushed aside. Yeah.
This woman notices it and says,
Mm.
"Oh, do you play?
I can. Yeah.
Oh, he's the best.
The fair weather and bounty brought lots more patrons than normal, nor that we expected. Care to play? That would cover all of your rooms."
Roland, do it. You're so good.
I'll play. I'll cover the rooms. And
Yes.
Would you throw in some meals?
That depends on how well you play.
Fair enough.
Just kidding. For Raistlin and Kodo, of course, we do that.
Fair enough. How's that sound to you, Eldrin? No dishes tonight.
Be great.
All right. Make sure the man eats. I need him focused so he can save my behind.
When Roland says that, though, make sure the man eats. Edwina's eyes flash with like what seems like jealousy. Wait a second. I'm supposed to save his behind.
Both of you get to eat, and you get to help too. I think he has other skills. Helps us both.
Grumble. Whatever you say.
Maybe he can watch the puppy.
No, the puppy's mine.
I just can't win. I'm gonna go play some damn. Just gonna go back to being by myself. I have to fucking go stomp up to the stage. And he stomps up to the stage, and before he turns it around, it's all gone. All the frustration is gone. Everything. His face is clear, calm, huge smile. He pulls the cloak off. Flourish, hands up, smile, full showman, and lute in hand.
And on that mental image, we are going to end our session tonight. But we will pick up right here next session, next episode, with some roles of how you are going to perform for this audience of tavern patrons.
If we don't get no tolls, we don't get no rolls. I made that up.
Wow. Thank you all for listening to episode 2 of NatFun. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. There's a lot more fun in store for this adventure, and we hope you come along for the ride with us.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good night.
And scene.
I was just sad that Ted's name didn't get called. Like, even as like an honorable mention, as best Beatrice was like, wait, there's one crossed out at the bottom.
Well, I was going to
Ted,
say,
are you sure you don't want me
I
to
was
say
going to
it?
look around in the bar. I'm actually waiting for Eldrin to be looking around for him in the bar.
Well, Eldrin wouldn't know Ted. Roland will know Ted.
Oh, well, yeah. Or, well,
What I
maybe,
think
or is
happens
Raistlin going to be
Eldrin
looking for him?
ends up in a double room, and Ted is his bunkmate.
Ted is his roommate. That's freaking awesome. And Ted smothers Eldrin, and Ted.
I was going to say, and Ted kills Eldrin for his spot. How bad do you want to play Ted there, Dan?
What's his stats?
Bad.
Really bad.
He has 4 hit points.
They cannot be any worse than Roland's. I'm sorry.
So you keep saying that, but I think Roland is doing just fine.
You have not seen Roland's stats. I had to boost every stat, and they're still crap. My strength is 6. I'll probably be banana by episode 5. So
We should
Or
make
Ted.
like
We'll see.
a banana betting table, like right now, where everyone puts money down.
Oh,
for
that's
what
going up on
episode they think.
Discord. We should get that going. Who's going to be in what episode Team Banana?
Like
Well, and
what
who gets
episode
saddles
and
with the
who gets
banana?
him? Yeah.
Oh, I think God, it's going to be me or Dan. I think.
There's a good chance.
We should rename Banana.
'Cause our hit
as
I don't know. If
Ted,
Roland goes down,
Yeah,
and he
Edwina's
always
gonna be
comes
very
in as the
distraught.
backup player.
that could be cool.
The same name.
Ted
Like
is
the Stig
VW.
on Grand Tour.
Yeah,
His
it's
name
the-
is always
Ted Banana.
That's pretty funny.
Hi, my name's Matt. My character died, and I will be playing Ted for the
Ted.
3rd adventure in a row.
Yeah,
And tonight
because
playing
I
the part
rolled
of
like
Ted
I always roll.
is Matt.
Hey, this is Jackie from NatFun, and I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you so much for listening to our podcast today. We are a newer podcast, and every listener counts. If you're enjoying the show, feel free to tell a friend or drop us a rating or review. It really does help other people find the podcast. And if you need more NatFun in your life, you can also check us out on Patreon for additional content. We have audio clips, resources, and other fun stuff for you to check out there, and we can't wait to share what happens next in our adventure. So until then, I hope you can find a table or a computer and some friends so you can roll into your own NatFun. Bye.